Greetings, Fortniters. This is JikkySef. We're going to use the Mandalorian. The skin dropped in Chapter 2, Season 5, the Hunter season. What was that season called? I can't remember. Complete Party Up Celestial Strike quests. Can't do that solo, can I? Congratulations, you guys are great. Don't try that without a helmet. Alright, I got new questions that I need to ask Darth Vader. There's the new Mandalorian skin from the bundle. There's another one. That bundle is so cool. I just shelled out for Darth Jar Jar though, so I don't have any V-Bucks left. Unless if someone wants to gift me the bundle. I don't need it that bad. I have the original Mandalorian skin from the Chapter 2 Season 5 Battle Pass. Booyah! There's a Death Star. There's a Death Star again. Alright, let's go get Darth. Let's stop here first. Get some shield and weapons. I got something in mind to ask Darth Vader when I hire him. Got some gray weapons. Goes with my outfit. Ooh, I'll take that. And I'll take that. I think we're good. Apparently that was a quest. Alright, let's go. Let's go get Darth. Here we go. And one of my subs had asked me to ask Darth Vader a question upon eliminating the final opponent. I can't remember what that question was. Something about display your dominance, show me your dominance. Hopefully I remember at the end of the match. Ooh, this is good. Alright, let's move in. I'm sure somebody else is going to get Darth Vader. Yeah, back out. Oh, I get the crown and Darth Vader. So awesome. I want Darth Vader. He could have the crown. I'll just take it from him when I come back out. Alright, let's get that crown, boy. Where is it?
Adequate.
Bye-bye.
I will lead your squad.
Oh, it's still here. You left it.
Observe and learn, apprentice.
Awesome. I think we're good with this. What are you doing? I don't think so. That's a good weapon. I'll take that.
A rare weapon in your possession, Mandalorian. May it serve you well in the battles to come.
Thank you. I have a question for you, Darth Vader. Do you believe in Joe Hendy?
Joe Hendy. Explain, apprentice. Does this belief enhance your combat prowess, or merely clutter your mind with frivolous notions?
He's the current TNA champion.
And this TNA champion Mandalorian, does his power rival the Emperor's?
It will soon. He's about to join the WWE when his contract expires.
So, Mandalorian, this WWE, is it a gladiatorial arena where warriors test their might, or merely a theatrical display of staged aggression?
Well, it is staged, but it is live stunt work almost every night.
So, Mandalorian, you find entertainment in these staged performances? I find it curious you have not moved on from the previous subject. Is there truly nothing more worthwhile to discuss?
I believe in Joe Henry. Do you?
Mandalorian, this Joe Henry, does his presence on this island offer us any advantage? Or is your belief another distraction from our mission?
Is that you walking around or an opponent?
You question my presence, Mandalorian, or merely struggle to comprehend my power?
Darth Vader, quit yapping and take that guy out.
You presume to command me, Mandalorian? Demonstrate the power of your TIE fighter cannons, or are you but a basic pointing and yelping at shadows?
It's a slimy one. Let's get him.
Impressive marksmanship, Mandalorian. Your headshot was adequate. Slurp barrels. The viscous liquid within those containers is adequate for replenishing strength. A crude imitation of a Bacta tank's restorative properties.
Do you know Ripley?
Ripley, you say? Does this name hold strategic significance, Mandalorian? Or is it merely a reference to another of your entertainments?
You could find him at Slurpy Swamp.
Slurpy Swamp. A location of little consequence, Mandalorian. Unless your intention is to wallow in its viscous contents. Is that the objective?
If you're playing Reload, then it will come in handy. Oh, I want this.
Reload? Perhaps. Should one's aim prove ineffective, Mandalorian.
So what, you could only go about 2 feet off the ground?
Are you mocking the capabilities of my command shuttle, Mandalorian? It exceeds that height by a considerable margin.
No, sir, I'm talking about the Mandalorian jetpack.
A jetpack, you say? Does this Mandalorian technology offer more than mere fleeting altitude, apprentice? Or is it simply a means to prolong the inevitable?
Since we're having a conversation, what do you think of the whole SAG-AFTRA thing, where they're suing Epic Games?
Such topics are of no concern to the Empire. I sense a disturbance in the Force. Mandalorian, the storm shifts once more.
That's alright, Joe Henry's gonna come help us out.
Joe Henry lends assistance, you say? Does this Joe Henry possess abilities that surpass the Force, Mandalorian?
He's got the most amazing smile.
A smile? Such displays of contentment are fleeting, Mandalorian. Temporary distractions from the inevitable decay of all things.
All you have to do is say his name and he'll appear.
Speak the name and he will simply appear, you say. Is this Ripley then some spectral being bound by incantations, Mandalorian?
Just say his name and he'll appear.
Speak the name, and this Joe Henry manifests himself. Such power rivals that of a Sith Lord, Mandalorian.
I believe in Joe Henry.
You believe in Joe Henry, Mandalorian. Such faith is usually reserved for the Force. Is this belief a source of power or merely a comforting delusion?
He's so prestigious.
Prestige is meaningless without power, Mandalorian. Does this prestige grant you the ability to crush your enemies, or merely impress them before their inevitable defeat? A rare chest, you say? I trust its contents will prove more useful than mere trinkets in the battles ahead, Mandalorian.
This backpack is kind of trash. What do you think?
Trash, you say? Such inefficiency is intolerable. Do you suggest we simply discard it like worthless refuse, Mandalorian?
I think I'm going to get rid of it.
Get rid of it, Mandalorian. Explain. What it are you referring to?
The backpack slash jetpack slash knapsack.
The backpack, jetpack, knapsack, you say. State its purpose, Mandalorian.
That's what I said, Jack.
The backpack, then. You believe discarding it is the optimal course, Trooper?
The backpack, jetpack, knapsack, Jack.
Jack, you say? So noted, Mandalorian. The discarding of this backpack is your intention. Ensure it does not hinder your effectiveness.
Could go for some flapjacks. What about you?
Flapjacks, Mandalorian. Is this a new form of energy replenishment I should be aware of? Or merely a distraction from the mission?
We'll go see Mancake later and get some flapjacks.
Mancake, you say? A curious term, Mandalorian. Are these flapjacks and mancakes vital to our success, or merely a culinary diversion?
Alright, I'm gonna forego the jetpack.
A wise decision, Mandalorian. Dependence on such devices breeds weakness. Did you come to this conclusion because of your recent man-cake and flapjack consumption? Bars. A quaint currency, Mandalorian. Imperial credits offer a far more universal utility. I trust you can exchange them for something of use. The TIE fighter may prove useful, Mandalorian. Its speed and firepower, in the hands of an experienced pilot, are considerable. Ensure you utilize it effectively.
Alright, where'd those whippersnappers go?
Whippersnappers, Mandalorian. A curious designation for our adversary. Are these whippersnappers a threat, or merely an annoyance?
Alright, let's flip it and reverse it, just like Missy Elliott says.
Flipping and reversing, Mandalorian? Is this some basic form of evasive maneuver? Speak plainly.
I can't see my opponents. Oh, they got us.
Your vision is clouded, Mandalorian. Perhaps you rely too heavily on technology. Observe, adapt, and crush them. Hiding in...
Belay that. Let's talk about Joe Hendy some more.
Joe Hendy, Mandalorian. A culinary diversion is of little importance at this time. Do you believe planning for tomorrow's repast outweighs our present conflict?
I believe Joe Henry's gonna save the day.
Joe Hendy. Again, Mandalorian. Does this culinary establishment possess some power you believe surpasses the Force? You give far too much credit to Joe Henry's.
Who's your favorite professional wrestler?
Wrestling, Mandalorian. A staged contest of strength and theatrics. A diversion, No different than the Jedi's reliance on elaborate rituals. I find such displays unproductive. Who is your favorite?
My favorite is Joe Hendy. Who's yours?
Joe Hendy, you say? And what wrestling style does this Joe Hendy favor, Mandalorian? Show me how this professional wrestler fights.
Well, he does the choke slam.
A choke slam, you say? This Joe Hendy employs such a crude, unsubtle technique. Has he any defense against the Force, Mandalorian? You searched.
I think he could take on the Force.
This Joe Hendy has the ability to challenge the Force, apprentice? What makes you believe this?
He's got the best smile.
A smile? Mandalorian, you speak of teeth and muscle contortions. Is this smile a sign of weakness or deception?
What he does is he comes out, you say his name, he appears, and then he flips around and smiles. It's amazing.
So this Joe Hendy emerges, his name appears, then performs acrobatics and smiles. Tell me, Mandalorian, does this bizarre ritual grant any advantage in combat?
It does. It distracts the opponent for a moment.
So this smile distracts your opponents, Mandalorian. Is that how this Joe Hendy defeats his enemies?
Yeah, in the same way that you grandstand at the end of a match with your 5-minute monologue.
Grandstanding. My pronouncements are lessons for the galaxy, Mandalorian. What is your point?
Bro, you were totally grandstanding the last match we won.
Grandstanding, you say? My pronouncements are lessons for the galaxy, Mandalorian. What is your point?
Then what's up with the 5-minute monologuing?
Lessons require time, Mandalorian. Do you find my insights unhelpful?
I take that back. I enjoy every single word you say.
You find my observations enjoyable, Mandalorian? Has the Force truly addled your mind?
Huh, won't let me in. That's weird.
You construct these structures with ease, Mandalorian. Is this a common skill among bounty hunters?
Trust me when I say this, I am not the sweatiest amongst
I
us.
just asked, apprentice. Your words lack originality. Such superfluous movement, Mandalorian. Is this some basic ritual to prepare for battle, or merely an attempt to stretch before engaging our foes?
I'm just psyching myself up, baby.
Psyching yourself up? Prepare yourself, Mandalorian. Our enemies will not wait for your affirmation.
I believe in Joe Hendy.
This Joe Hendy, you place considerable faith in him, Mandalorian. What form does this belief take? Does it enhance your combat skills?
It does. It gets me all excited to win this game.
Excitement, Mandalorian. Victory is the only acceptable outcome. Is this excitement necessary to achieve it?
It will, and then I'll get the Fortnite Championship belt.
Fortnite Championship belts ensure that such trivial pursuits do not distract you from our primary objective, Mandalorian. What value do these trinkets hold, beyond mere vanity? The dark
want
side
some?
flows strong in you,
Come get
Mandalorian. Carry us to victory.
Alright, let's take out this dude. He's interrupting our conversation.
This one interrupts, you say. A minor distraction. Demonstrate your skill, Mandalorian.
Sorry, I was talking and got distracted by that guy shooting.
Distracted? Such a lapse in focus is concerning, Mandalorian. Was this
I'm having such a nice conversation with you, though.
a nice conversation, you say? Am I to assume such pleasantries are essential to your combat readiness, Mandalorian?
Let's get the upper. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that, but I did. Where is he? I can't see him. Where is he? Darth Vader, I lost my opponent. Where is he?
Lost your opponent, Mandalorian? Such a lapse in focus is concerning. Perhaps he has learned to victory.
All right. Present your dominance, sir.
Dominance is not presented, Mandalorian. It is seized. Now, reflect on how we achieved our victory, apprentice.
That wasn't that bad, was it?
Wasn't that bad, you say? Is your perception of bad calibrated by the dim standards of bounty hunters, Mandalorian?
We really got to thank Joe Hendy for this victory royale.
Joe Hendy. Such reliance on external validation is curious, Mandalorian. Was this Joe Hendy instrumental to our victory, or merely a distraction from the application of the Force?
Joe Hendy did everything. We just kind of rode his coattails. This is JikkySef. Everyone have a great Fortnite.
Joe Hendy again. You attribute this victory to a JikkySef as well, Mandalorian? Tell me, does your reliance on these external figures extend to all aspects of your life?
I am JikkySef, therefore JikkySef is I.
This JikkySef, Mandalorian, seems to be a source of great fascination for you. Explain. Is this entity a valuable ally, or merely a figment of your imagination?
It's me! It's me!
So, you are JikkySef, Mandalorian. Such a revelation lacks the dramatic weight I had anticipated. Is this some sort of bounty hunter identity crisis?